Hey guys, this is Tyler here. Just wanted to give you a quick insight here. We had a question that came through that asked, how should I prepare if I'm going on a trip or if I'm deciding to relocate down to Florida? How should I prepare for that when it comes to like the people? So I figured I'd give you guys a quick insight on what you should prepare for your driving when you come down here, just to kind of fit in. You want to fit in. So I'm going to give you 5 things that I think that you should do to prepare yourself for coming down here. So, number 1 is going to be this wonderful thing here. So, honestly, I've been down here since March. And personally, I completely forgot what it was or what it means. And I think everybody kind of feels that way down here. So it's best just to ignore it. Pretend that it's not there. Just go ahead and, do your thing, drive. Stupid red sign. Anyway, number 2. This wonderful little device here. If you can see it. Again, I don't remember what the heck that thing is for. And honestly, it serves no purpose sitting there. Kind of just like an aftermarket attachment to the car. So anyway, you can go ahead and remove that, throw it right out the window. You're good to go. Number 3. So, if you ever see any police lights, ambulance lights, fire trucks, volunteer firemen, volunteer, EMTs, anything like that, if you see any of that, any of those lights behind you, next to you, in front of you, whatever, I honestly don't know what it means anymore. I used to know, but I can't remember. So, again, just ignore those. Keep your normal pace. If they're behind you, you can go ahead and stay in your lane and just keep doing your thing. Eventually they'll go away. They're just trying to bother people, I guess. All right. So, now we're going to talk about number 4. Everywhere that you see a speed limit sign, add 20 to that. Because there's obviously something wrong with our speedometers in our cars. So adding 20 to that gets you to that speed limit. The only time that is not the case is when you're on I-4, which is the busiest highway of Florida. Now, when you're on I-4, I don't care what the speed limit sign says, if it says 70, if it says 40, 65, 55 in a construction zone. When we're on that highway, everything is reversed. For whatever reason, our speedometers on that highway seem to overcompensate for the speed limit. So we actually go 20 miles under the speed limit in order to make sure that we're making that marker. So if you're 70, then you're going 50. If it's 55, then you're going 35. That's just to make sure that our speedometer catches up with what the speed limit sign says. So, number 5. If you see a car 15 places in front of you, 20, 5, 10, whatever it is, you see the car in front of you start to come to a stop. for whatever reason, because they're being retarded and stopping at lights that are red, which I don't know what that means, or those weird red signs that I showed you earlier. If they're stopping for any of those, or they're putting their brakes on, make sure you slam that brake in your car. If you need a little bit of time to practice, just go to a parking lot and try it out. You'll get the hang of it. You need to slam on that brake as hard as you can, like you're squishing, a cockroach, or you're squishing, a spider, whatever it is. You need to be able to get that down, because if you're down here and you don't do that, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. So, kind of a bonus fact here. If while you're down here, you got this wonderful little, whatever the heck it's called. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, this thing right here. I don't know what it's for. But if you have that, your phone should be in these things. It should be in your hand. Now, when it's in your hand, make sure that you're texting. Make sure that you're making phone calls. Make sure that you're surfing the internet, Google searches, anything like that. If you're not doing that, it's not being safe. Okay? If your head isn't pointed down towards your phone while you're driving, doing the 70, 90, 110 miles an hour or whatever you're doing to try to compensate for the speed limit signs that are weird. It's like, something out of like Narnia or something. The I-4 is different speed limit compensation. It's weird. If you're not doing a crazy speed and messing with your phone in your hand while looking down, then what are you doing with your life, guy? Get it right. So those are 6 little facts that I figured I'd give you guys for if you're coming down to visit, if you're coming down to stay, if you need a little bit of driver's education, go ahead and give me a call. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and share. And, that way you get an idea. Other people get an idea of how to drive down here. It's just way smarter. It's safer for us to be able to just put that out to people. So